Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Cousins now to throw on first down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Cousins now. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
He's coming. We got double up. Here we go, 48. Two. Check. 59. Wild Bill. Check 59.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Check 59. We didn't want this. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Hey, can. Go on. Front 9. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already, the outer edges of the field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
You know, we always talk about running the ball until people take it away from you. I don't see any reason to stop throwing it until they take it away from you as well.
Well, the early returns here on the opening drive, though, solid.
Let's get off the field. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Let's go, team. Hey, Doug. 57. Mike, 57. Hey, Seaver. 57's the mic. Watch 57. You. Hey, Wood.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. And Diggs has it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field.
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Shit. Deuce. First.
Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Wait, that. 59 mark. Check. 59. Go. He's checking. Crash.
Lean it. Bring up 48. 61. Matchbox lights.
To throw, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. It's caught by Davis. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. Now the 1st-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also. By taking that gamble, if we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. first down, they go with Jacobs again. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Carr, he's going deep for Brown. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn the block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Carr gives to Rashard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Carr going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. Cousins now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Quaker
On 2nd down, Cook. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. Carr now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. They will find Davis. That's complete. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Carr again. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
This will be caught by Brown. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now he's got it, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Richard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check tight. Hey, check 24. Check 22.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Got him in. It's Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 34. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 24, Carr. And he rifles one incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Completes it to Davis. Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. And this belongs to the Vikings. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Switch.
Hey, no, easy. Go.
59. What we got?
Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got his target. It's Cobb.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
At the 4-yard line.
Black. Hey. High 7.
Watch the run. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". I'm coming. Hey, alert 3.
Lance 50.
Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And now this pass brought in by Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On first down, Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the ground, Richard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. It's a screen to Richard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing now is Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Cook. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Again, it's Cook. He'll have a first down past the 40. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Mike. Bring up 48.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Here's Madison running on first down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins, and almost intercepted. If he could have picked it, maybe some space to go the other way. Instead, it's third down.
Third down and 8 yards to go.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Cousins from the gun on third. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Bust through the tackle. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And a Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They run it with Jacobs. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 24th pick in the spring by Oakland was Josh Jacobs. Only rushed for 640 yards last year at Alabama, but when you consider the offensive depth chart they had, it makes it understandable. So young, won't turn 22 until February, and they're really hoping that the veteran presence of 30-year-old Doug Martin can be a guiding light for Jacobs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now, so they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just 1 fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Darryl Worley. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Well, they got the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And it'll make it second down. Carr now to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. The reception good for 7. It's third down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. To throw is Carr. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
On first down, Richard. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
57's the mic. Watch 56.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. 56.
Wait, done.
Mike 57.
Wait, done.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Third and long for Cousins. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
They'll run on first down. Richard. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. In his own end zone, it's Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
From his end zone, it's Carr on third and long. Flushed out right. He gets it to Brown, complete. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. This pass from Carr taken in by Waller. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Second year in Oakland for Waller after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinator saying, yeah, Darren, you have that position. Coach Gruden went as far as to say, Darren, you have the chance of a lifetime here. And now it's time for Darren Waller to go out there and prove it. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, wherever the reason is, he better figure it out. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Check 4, check 4. Check 24, check 24. 2. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. You don't want nothing. Pick up the ball.
They run it again with Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mike, check, 59. Hey, watch the leg. Check 3. Hey, flipper. Check nickel.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Jumping over. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for